Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kleith, Kyatuhaire, and we recently reached 1,000 subscribers, and since we have people all over the globe, I decided to do a recap on who I am. So I asked a few questions on Instagram and people gave me answers, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive into those answers. I sectioned them into different groups, which I'll be letting you know. So the best, I feel like the AC is running and it's pretty hot, so the best thing that I can do is go into the car and record from there. So yeah, stick with me, let's go to the car. So before I head to the car, I've decided to first finish sectioning the side of your notes that you gave me right here, so that when I go to the car we can just read onto them. I give you answers and we're good to go. Yeah, just give me a minute. And if you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe already. Go ahead, do that. Just subscribe. So like I told you, the best place for us to do our video would be the car. I'm just heading out and this is how hot the sun is. It's actually about 4 p.m. Yeah, and it was as hot as 11 a.m. in Uganda. But yeah, let's do this. Hey, my name is Kleith Kyatuhaire and I've been taking you through. I came from the house and I'm into the car because I felt that it's going to be subtle, it's going to be quiet, and you could be able to hear me clearly because some of the sounds I cannot stop. Even people ringing at my doorbell, probably deliveries and all that. I didn't want to get interrupted as we get into this session. So I did segment down the questions that you were asking me on my Instagram and my Facebook and everywhere else in my social media platforms, where I said go ahead, ask me something and I will answer you. And I basically did this because we have now hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay! Congratulations to you and you and you and me. So congratulations to us, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So I just decided to write down everything and come with it. I'm sure all of you guys are very familiar with this photo frame. I have two that I love so much. They're so feminine. Anyway, so I did carry with me because I knew that the AC would probably be very, very cold, or the car would get very, very hot by me turning it on and off. As you know, I'm in a country that is experiencing summer, like really summer at the moment. So I came along with some ice cubes and I brought some snack with me, and I brought some drinking water. If it were possible, I would have come with a flask and hot water, because these days, friends, if you can get a chance to take hot water, do it as much as you can. What else did I bring with me? Most importantly, who knew that this would be the most important lotion, or who knew sanitizer would be essential in 2020? Let's wear some sanitizer because we're going to be picking on some items that we're going to chew and haul. But one of the things that I usually like to do after I have my sanitizer, I get a wipe and then I feel like I'm literally washing my hands. How are you? Are you great? Are you good? It is a hot day outside. I'm actually having a heat rash on my face. I don't know if you people can be able to see it. Every time I talk about me having a face breakout, somebody says, please don't say anything about a rash, a breakout. You have no idea. I know, and I respect a lot of people who have actually had skin issues and I've treated them out, because skin is on another level, unbearable. Okay, so let's dive into the video. This video we are going to answer Q&As, and like I showed you, I'm just going to be picking one paper at a point and then answering your questions. But before we do that, friends, now that we do not have a good fragrance to spray in here, let's drink some water. Ladies, if you can, always drink your water from a glass, not a whisk glass, but any kind of glass. Do not, it's just not classy. Use a glass. A lot of you are asking me so many different questions, which I appreciate. Thank you so much for participating and sharing with me the questions that you'd like for me to answer for this YouTube video. So what I did, I put all the questions together and got out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions. I got out 9 questions, and so I do not know where to begin. I don't know if I should pick from the first or to the last. I have even a better idea. Why don't I just fold them? Yeah, fold each question like that. And then I pick one by one question. Yeah, are you ready for that? Okay, let's go. So the first question is, I want to start vlogging. The question says, I want to start vlogging. Any tips? So I did start a YouTube channel about I think a year ago, year or two, I think a year ago. And at this point I had actually just left TV like a year or so ago, and I wasn't sure of what was going to be my next step. I didn't know what I was going to do, and so I thought maybe the best way that I could stay, you know, doing what I was doing before was being into people's eyes. So then on, I started up a YouTube channel. When you set up a YouTube channel and you do not know what direction that you're taking, you do not know who is inspiring you towards the sector or the channel of vlogging, you're pretty much going to be confused, because you do not know what is going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. But also, the thing that I've really learned about life is that practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you become at it. Be it recording yourself, be it editing your own videos, be it speaking to the public, be it speaking to yourself. With time, you're going to be really good at it. So do not stop. If you want to start vlogging, just go ahead, start. The first step to anything, everybody else will tell you. If you want to manifest into the world and tap onto the great possibilities of the world in order to emerge at the best, or even still as a good participant, start. So whatever it is, start. So somebody says, do you believe in having a plan A, B, C, or only a plan A? Okay, so this question is a bit confusing to me in my head, because number one, I'm a believer. I'm born again and I believe in Christ. And number two, I'm a businesswoman. So number one, the person wants to know, do you believe in plan A, B, and C? Or number two, or do you believe in having a plan after plan A, etc.? So as a believer, I believe in only having a plan A and knowing that it will work out, and I believe in it. Number two, as a businesswoman, which is most practical, you should always have a plan B. Like, always have a plan B. Also, this plan A and B depends on who, depends on what. If probably you're in a relationship, you can't have a plan A and plan B. If obviously you're married, you can't have a plan A or come married. If this doesn't work out, no, you just go in believing that it's going to work. So I would like this particular question to be targeted more on if it were business. If it's business, I still believe in having a plan A, B, and C. Then when it comes to other things that only require goal that I cannot predict and have either plan A or B and C, I believe you should just go in with a plan A, like marriage, plan A with a relationship, plan A with investing in your business. Just go and invest in your business. Do not look at a plan A and struggle towards it. So you see, in two ways, it both works. This section of the questions that I put together with this one to end up with all these 9 was a part called personal and my business. okay? Because in this YouTube channel, we just want to grow one another, motivate one another, and only aim at the best for one another. So I call this personal and my business, and you and I are not gaining from it. So basically this question was about are you dating, are you in a relationship, how long have you been in a relationship, who is your boyfriend, can we see your boyfriend? So whether I'm in a relationship or not, this one is not going to help us. So let's erase and continue. Okay, so this one says, what is your favorite food? You know, one of the reasons why I decided to call this the Kyatuhaire channel, because I believe that we're going to talk about so many things. Each one of us has an ability or a capability of doing so many things that we do not know, and we can be able to learn from one another. So I do love to cook healthy meals, and when it comes to cooking, I love to cook rice, I love to cook fish, and I love to cook rice, fish, posho. I love to cook posho, which is the ugali, which is the pap, in maybe other countries would call it. And I also like to cook nuts. Okay, now when it comes to my favorite food, completely the opposite. I love matoke with fresh peas that has ghee, and then boiled rice with ghee, then greens on the side with a shawi on the side. We have 3 questions left. So by the way, just stay tuned for that segment of cook. You are what you eat. I believe that it's very important for us to eat healthy, stay healthy. So in that segment or that series, I'm going to try and cook a lot of healthy foods as much as I can, and maybe I'll also try to do a challenge of how people did their foods and try to do them on my own, and we can see how that is going to go. So this question says, how do you stay consistent with your business? So majorly I put this question under all the business questions because a lot of you don't actually know that there is a CEO. There is a CEO to Get Quick International, and Get Quick International is broad. It has very many activities where we do shopping and shipping from Dubai to all African countries. We have tours and travel, the Get Quick Caribbean tours. We do some real estate projects. We do concierge services. We do, when it comes to Get Quick, it's a lot. But there's somebody who sits at the top, and we are a huge team. Imagine from the people that handle the cargo here in Dubai. Sometimes you see me, I don't always purchase everything. It's hard for me sometimes maybe to know the type of different cars that are on ground or construction materials, but you see us shipping all that kind of stuff, hospital equipment, hotel equipment, etc. And I belong to the marketing department. I belong to the marketing department, which I believe that I do really well. So also business is something that I've always loved, and I do so well. I believe so well. So how do you stay consistent with your business? So with my personal business, how do I stay consistent with it? I stay true to myself, then I remain consistent. Then when it comes to my work, the kind of work that I do and the business, how I stay consistent to it is that clients help me to become consistent, because every new day we have at least like 20 different orders from different clients or even new clients. That alone helps me to stay consistent. There's a lot really that can help you stay consistent with work, especially if you have a team and everybody else has different roles and key factors that they're playing in the company. Everyone has a schedule, everyone has a timetable, everyone has a to-do list. That alone just helps us to stay completely consistent every other day, not just even a day, every minute, every second, every hour. We know how long it's going to take us to buy a client's item, how long it's going to take us to chat with a client at most and convince them to actually buy an item, how long it's going to take us to get it, how long it's going to take us to ship it, how long it will get to the client, and in how soon can we get their reviews. So when you have that kind of team and a support system exactly like ours, it makes it very easy for you to stay consistent. So if you really want to be consistent with work, you can also choose to delegate. When you delegate who is supposed to do what, especially at work, everybody has their roles and goals. They have a role that they're supposed to play to, and a goal or even a target that they're supposed to attain by the end of the week, by the end of the day, by the end of the month, or even a quarter of a year, depending on the goals and the visions of the company. So that will definitely help you to stay consistent. Another thing that helps me to stay consistent is the economy. I'm living in Dubai. Dubai is one of the most expensive countries in the world. It has some of the most wonderful, beautiful places, people, you name it. The fact that every day I wake up to spend money keeps me consistent on I have to make money in order to live here, because I really love Dubai. I enjoy living here, and I don't plan to leave soon. So the country itself and its demands helps me to stay consistent with my work, especially. So somebody's saying, how did you come up with the idea of shipping? Well, this is broad. And I think that I should actually one time have the CEO of Get Quick International to come and sit here with us and give you a story on how that happened. However, when it comes to shipping is one of the major activities that actually happens here in Dubai. And it's not just even to all African countries, but even to South America, Europe, you name it. Everybody needs commodities from Dubai, because the thing about Dubai is that this country has been able to manufacture or even produce its own items. If maybe China is having a produce or a product that is really good, let's imagine probably maybe water or even glasses, as opposed to Dubai shipping them from China and bringing them into Dubai and then selling to people. They think about it and say, no, we have everything it takes. Why don't we set up our own factory? Let's make our own glasses, and then we can be able to provide for our people. So in the end run, it becomes cheaper to buy an item from here and send it off to Uganda or any other part of the country. So shipping will never ever stop. There's always new products, and Dubai has like top-notch products, you guys, because this is the land of luxury. Very many times a client asks me like, okay, I'm looking for shoes. What is the price of shoes? Then in my head I'm thinking, what is the price of dresses? Like, this is Dubai. What kind of dresses are you talking about? Are you talking about office dresses? Are you talking about occasional dresses? Are you talking about casual dresses, stay-home dresses, maternity dresses? It is a lot. So when it comes to shipping in this country, it will definitely never ever stop. Okay, so our last question of the day, our bonus last question of the day says, what is your story? Okay, so I don't know if this should have been the first question that I should have answered, but yeah, when somebody asks about my story, I really do not know where to start from, because I believe that maybe some of you or most of you, I don't know where most of my followers are from. I believe Uganda. My name is Kyatuhaire. I'm from Uganda. Other than being loving and kind and true to myself, I am also a very ambitious, determined woman. Like, I believe I'm the most ambitious person that I've ever met. I would like to say maybe my mother is the most ambitious person, but my mom is not the kind of person who will tell you of her ambitions or her goals. You'll suddenly see them come to pass and she'll say, this was my ambition, this was my goal, this was my target, and I've made it. So Kyatuhaire, I'm from, talking about family, I'm from a family of 9. We are 5 girls and 4 boys, like some of you have heard me say. It is hot. I ice cubes with water right now is a good idea. Does any of you like to chew ice? Shout outs to my sister Twinopsinje Clarice Claudia Mazeteri. I know, my honey, that you love ice. Let me bite one for you. Ice right now is very much needed. So yeah, that's basically about my family. Yeah, I'm from a family of 9, 4 boys, 4 girls. We are all very close. I attended so many schools. So many schools. Sometimes I meet a lot of OBs and OGs like, hey, GOG, COG, hey, GOB. I went to so many schools. I was like literally in a new school every term. And it's not because I either committed a crime or something, but my mother always listened to me, and she still does. If I ever told her that I was not happy in a school, she would say, we need to look for a school that you like so that you can be able to sit down in that school and concentrate. So I went to very many schools. Shout out to all my OBs and OGs. What's up? And I would like to think that I was a good kid because I always tried to stay out of trouble. I really tried. And yeah, I went to Kyatuhaire University. I did a course, Library and Information Science. And actually, for all the levels and the time that I concentrated in this class, I believe that right now it has finally come to pay off. It has finally come to an end of that point of this is why I was actually studying that, because Library and Information Science involves or entails a lot of bookkeeping, archiving, and any kind of business needs that. So I find myself very many times having to go back to my notes from the university, or even having to Google or find out more about what I was studying at the university. I moved in Dubai. I moved to Dubai in 2016, I believe. Yes, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my god, I've been here for 5 years. 4 to 5 years. I've been here for 4 to 5 years. When I first came to Dubai, I was working for Mattel in conjunction with Disney. And then I used to host different shows for Mattel, Bob the Builder, Thomas and his friends, Bunny, you name it, those kind of shows. And then later on is when I started to work with Get Quick International. And my journey with Get Quick International is lengthy. My participation in Get Quick International is lengthy. It's really another story for another day. But basically, so that's how I ended up with working where I'm working currently. I would really appreciate it if I had someone to interview me because I find it very hard to talk about myself. Like, how do I start talking about myself? Ninyegamba wonta like nitandikanda bangambe ho. I'm a prayerful person. I'm from a very good born again home, and my mother has taught us to lean on nothing but prayer. So if you have a prayer request, trust me, I can get onto that and your prayer will be answered. I'm kind, I'm loving, I'm sweet. I am very impatient. But with life and time, business has taught me to be patient. Clients have taught me to be patient. Wins when I win, or when I achieve something, a target, or when I come to a final stop to somewhere. It has actually taught me to be patient. I cannot give you 100% of my life, of my story, because I believe that there is that moment that is coming that I will sit down and either break your heart or make your heart or believe in yourself or want to fight to those ropes. But for now, I just want to use my YouTube channel to show a lot of my clients what we can do in Dubai, show a lot of people what you can do with yourself, how to motivate yourself, how to encourage yourself, living the life that God has blessed us with, you know, living the best of us, living the blessing. Let me read the last question. Okay, so somebody said that you should give us a tutorial on self-branding. I need to read more or look this into further knowledge, and then I can be able to share with you. But definitely everybody needs to, you know, to uphold their brand. Who you are is the brand that you are. This I definitely believe. So my last question of the day is, I am a real estate agent in Uganda but have wanted to start selling Dubai property for a while. Now, I never ever thought in my life that I would ever sell real estate, but the beauty about growth and the beauty about living life, having the blessing of life, is that anything is possible. So if you're in Uganda and you're interested in selling Dubai property, this is broad, this is wide, and it ranges with different property developers, especially even here in Dubai. Or it even depends on the kind of property that you're interested in. Probably if you're interested into villas, or if you're interested into apartments, what kind of apartments are you interested in? Studio, 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and also how big and what areas. So here again, feel free to get in touch with me on either my Instagram or my Facebook, and if you give me those kind of answers and tell me what exactly you are interested in, then we can be able to talk. Yeah, so this brings us to our an end. Maybe we should have just one more bonus question, and it says, please do a tutorial on your hair. Is it relaxed hair, and what hair routine and maintenance do you use? Okay, so when it comes to hair, I'm a kind of person that loves to experiment, as you have seen. I'm actually surprised that most of you are interested in more of beauty and you're interested in more of lifestyle than what I wanted us to do here on YouTube, but it's fine. I'm a flexible person, and yeah, we can do all that. Okay, so actually this was also the very first person. He says, she or he says, excuse me, true love, persist, discuss. Well, true love depends on so many different things. Let's take an example of passion. Passion is true love. If you have a passion for photography, I believe that you need to continue and even travel the world to take different pictures. So that's definitely persistency. And then when you love somebody and they love you back, definitely do persist. If you love somebody and they don't love you back, love yourself. Persist with you. Persistency also depends on what you're persisting on. Don't you agree? Like, why would you die or leave for somebody that wouldn't live for you? You need to do something for somebody that values how much you're doing for them. So I hope this was fun, because it was actually fun with me, and I chose out the answers that I best believe, or questions rather. I chose out the questions that I best believe are going to be important for you and important for me and for our channel. Other than that, I'm so glad that you could stay and watch me, and yeah, let's continue enjoying this blessing of life. Until next time, to live is a blessing. Enjoy it. Okay? Alright, I'll see you then. Bye.